Good morning, all you magnificent melon heads. Happy Fed Day, everyone. Today is Wednesday, March 22nd, 2023. And look, folks, today's just going to be one of those days. Just put on a helmet and find a happy place. I don't even know where to start. It's going to be messy today, all right? Messy. Where do I begin? Obviously, the Fed is the big thing. What is the Fed going to do? Cause a problem. No matter what the Fed does, they cause a problem today. There is no right answer. I talked about this yesterday. What are they going to do? They're going to hike into a bank run. Good luck with that. Are you going to not hike into 6% inflation? By the way, check out that UK inflation this morning. 10.4% in inflation in the UK. Nice job fighting inflation, Bank of England. So no matter what the Fed does today, they cause a problem. Pick your poison, right? And that's why I'm saying just find a happy place. Also, GameStop stock rallying 50% plus on a big swing from cash burning to actually turning a profit last quarter. Congratulations to the apes out there. I love to see the apes win. Ken Griffin, enjoy your shorts today, buddy. But look, the fact that GameStop is ripping right now, you can expect some wholesale, blatant, out in the broad daylight, shameless fraud from market makers today. They're not going to let it run like it should run. So I don't know what they're going to do. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think they're going to do? It's going to be they'll probably take away the buy button. It's probably halted already. I don't know if it's been halted. Market's been open for a minute. I bet it's been halted. They'll halt it multiple times. They'll do whatever they need to do to smash it down because they change the rules as they go. That's been the theme of the last 2.5 weeks, right? We just make this up as we go along. The big dogs aren't allowed to lose money. Whatever we have to do to make sure we're protected, screw the little guy. And on a day when GameStop is ripping, you can probably bank on some serious stuff going on. What else we have? Not to mention the political circus that is about to go down. All right, I don't want to get too much into that. It brings out the worst in people. But all I can tell you is that is no accident that they're timing that thing that is going on in New York with what's happening right now, with the bank run, with the Fed decision. Okay, they want your eyes over there. That is what they're dangling, the red herring. That's what they want you to focus on. Don't take your eyes off the money. Pay attention to what they're doing with the money, folks. That's how they seize power, okay? That other thing is a sideshow, all right? It is not the main story. Don't lose focus on that, all right? I cannot emphasize that one enough. Keep your eyes on the money, folks. That's where the story is. All right, let's shrink my big melon of a head and see what is going on in markets at the moment. We've got the S&P 500 is down only 5 points, 0.1% this morning. It's going to sit there until Jerome Powell comes out and talks. We've got the Dow is, down also 5 points. Interesting, 0.02%. A little bit of a red candle there at the open. And the NASDAQ is leading the way lower, down 16 points or 0.13%. So stocks are mildly negative right now. Not too much going on there. The DXY continuing its downward slide, currently at 103.12, down 14 basis points this morning. So dollar going lower. Usually that's buoyancy for stocks, but when you have bank runs going on, I'm not surprised to see both down. Now, check out going on in the bond market right now. We've got yields are a little bit higher today. The 10-year is at 3.61, up about 1 basis point. The big mover right now is the 6-month at 4.98%, up 6 basis points this morning. But look at the bonds here in the UK. Good God, look at UK bond yields. The 10-year gilt at 3.51%, up almost 15 basis points at the moment. The big mover in the UK appears to be right now the 3-year UK gilt, up 20 basis points. Interest rates in England are blowing out higher right now. And why is that? Probably because of this story. UK inflation rate in surprise rise to 10.4% as salad crisis pushes up prices. Oh my God, 2020's bingo update. Who had salad crisis for 2020s? My God, does this decade suck? What the heck is a salad crisis anyway? Can somebody tell me what is a salad? I mean, even if you're at a restaurant, like, I'm sorry, we're out of salad. Oh, my meal is ruined. They don't have salad. All right, moving on from the increase confounds forecast of a modest dip and adds to pressure as Bank of England to raise interest rates. UK inflation has jumped unexpectedly on the back of food prices surging at their highest rate for 45 years, piling pressure on the Bank of England to increase interest rates again this week. Go ahead. Hike interest rates into a bank run. Good luck, UK. Good luck, guys. Adding to the squeeze on household incomes, the consumer price index accelerated to 10.4% last month from 10.1 in January, with prices driven higher by a rise in the cost of drinks, meals out, fresh food, and salad items ran short. And look at this chart of UK inflation, folks. All the rate hikes, everything they've done to try to combat inflation, and it peaked around just over 11%, and it came down to a measly 10.1, and now it's rising again. My God, inflation is here to stay in Europe. My heart goes out to you, UK folks, my European friends. I know there's a lot of you guys on this channel. I don't know what to tell you guys, but you know the government started printing money and buying up the UK gilts late last year when that pension crisis hit. And look, they pivoted very quick. That was the first sign that the central banks will turn on the money printers the second it suits them. And so I'm really not surprised to see a surge in inflation. They can chalk it up to the salad crisis and the shortage of vegetables, which they're blaming on weather in certain parts of the world. Maybe there's some truth to that, maybe not. But the fact is, everything they've done to tame inflation in the UK has resulted in a measly 1% reduction, and it's back on the rise. And check out this one right now from the European Central Bank. Only a central banker could talk like this. This isn't breaking market news. ECB's President Lagarde says, "We are neither committed to raise further, nor are we finished hiking rates." So we've got Schrodinger's interest rates, folks. They are both rising and falling at the same time. That is, until you open up the box and see Christine Lagarde in there muttering something about her precious as she's talking about interest rates. Who knows what's going on? All right, so nice double speak coming from the European Central Bank this morning. Looking over at commodities this morning, we've got gold is up $5 at $19.46. How is gold not ripping right now, folks? Gold should be taking off like a rocket ship. We have got lower rates. We've got falling DXY. We've got money printers running. I know some people disagree on the money printers, but we've got massive credit expansion happening among the banking system right now. Gold should be rocketing, and it's not. Again, don't expect the trading desks at JP Morgan, don't expect anybody to follow the rules right now in the power structure that runs the financial system, because the government is throwing out the law whenever it suits them. They'll look the other way when JP Morgan does it. So that's the only reason I can come up with why metals are not rocketing right now, although they're up a little bit. Silver's up 9 cents this morning, 0.44% at $22.52. Crude oil is about flat at $69.81 today, and natural gas is down another 7 cents or 3% at $2.27. Check out my GameStop stock today at $24.12, currently up 36.3%, so it's fallen a little bit. It was up 50%, about 55% pre-market right now, currently trading at $24.02. Other stories going on this morning. We've got First Republic hires Lazard to explore options after their share price tumbles. The U.S. regional bank had been among the hardest hit in the fallout from Silicon Valley's bank collapse. They are hiring advisors to explore capital raises, to explore a sale, anything they can do to save the company. Now, the story yesterday was that First Republic Rescue was going to rely on the U.S., that the government was going to have to somehow back this deal to rescue First Republic. Of course, people are starting to realize, well, hey, what can the government really do? I know they've been setting aside the laws and throwing out the rules anytime, but the government can't just pick the winners and losers. Sooner or later, people are going to catch on to that. So talks have floated a variety of measures and are continuing. The aim is to make the bank attractive to potential investors. I don't know how they're actually planning to do that, but First Republic is the line in the sand that has been drawn by bankers and regulators alike. So they will do something. I don't know what, and I don't know if it's going to be successful. But the problem is, again, the big depositors, there's free insurance to be had at the big banks. So the big depositors are leaving. And check out that video I did yesterday about commercial real estate and the small banks. There is a massive loss sitting on the balance sheet of those books that has not yet been accounted for. And I'm not talking about bond losses, which is what triggered this. The commercial real estate loans that are sitting on the books of these regional banks are not worth anywhere near what they're claiming on their balance sheet. And that is going to be a big problem if they need to sell those assets at a loss, folks. Right now, First Republic is down 6% at $14.81. And, well, we also had this one today. I wasn't going to get to this one, but U.S. previously owned home prices fall for the first time since 2012. It was only a 0.2% drop, but home prices are falling. This is the median price. Geez, I can't talk today. The median selling price dropped 0.2% in February from a year ago. Most of the declines were in the Northeast and the West. You were still seeing prices rise in the South and the Midwest. But, folks, there you go. The housing market has finally turned. All right. I see a couple of you guys are in the Super Chats this morning. Let me see if I can find everybody here. And who is the first one? We have got Mr. KDM says, hope my balance don't disappear the day my tax payment is due. Well, if that's how it happens, it'd be a shame if Uncle Sam was the last one in line to be paid. Hey, if Uncle Sam can change the rules anytime, then so can we, right? But look, folks, I'm all joking aside, the thing about, hey, I hope my balance doesn't disappear, consider the possibility. My friend Greg Manarino, great YouTube channel. You should be following Greg if you're not already. He put out in his newsletter the other day, it's conceivable that there could be a situation where credit cards and debit cards don't work, where you swipe and nothing happens. Now, I don't want to be too funny here. That's a long shot, but it is possible. I mean, we're kind of like, we're in this normalcy bias situation here where we're like, it works this way. It's always going to be this way. It's not guaranteed. The financial system is smoke and mirrors. The fractional reserve system, it's not real, folks. Most of the money isn't there. And in the event of this bank run, if it cascades out of control and it spreads everywhere, then it's conceivable that those cards won't work when you go to buy food, when you go to buy medicine. So make preparations just in case. Don't go sell into a panic. All right. I'm not urging you to go run on the banks or anything like that, but protect yourself. All right. That's all I'll say. Again, there is a non-zero chance of something like that happening. Thank you very much, KDM, for the super chat, the support of the channel. And thank you, Moses23. That's a new name. Thank you, Moses, for the super chat. He says, hi, mate. I'm from Australia. Do you think BRICS nations and the fact that they have a lot of countries wanting to join BRICS will destroy the U.S. dollar and the West will lose global control? No, I don't think it will be the BRICS nations that destroy the U.S. dollar. I think it will be the U.S. that destroys the U.S. dollar. All right. Maybe it was the Visigoths who finally conquered Rome, but the Visigoths didn't destroy Rome. The Romans destroyed Rome because they got too excessive. They got too degenerate. Cultural decay, societal decay, the descent into madness among the emperors. I mean, that will be what takes down the U.S. dollar. It won't be BRICS. BRICS may be the alternative, but look, nobody is fleeing the dollar into the ruble right now or fleeing the dollar into the yuan. It's just not happening, right? The dollar is still king. If the dollar is dethroned, it will be the king himself that does it, not the BRICS countries. All right. Nobody flees into the BRICS currency for safety when things happen. They're trying to make it that way. That is their goal. Maybe they're eventually successful, but that'll have more to do with stupidity on our part than any good moves or any sound investments on theirs. Remember, China still has a massive real estate bubble that they're sitting on. And the only way China can survive their real estate bubble is through the export of inflation, which is what America has been doing for the last 50 years. So I don't know if China is going to be able to do that, which means if BRICS is suddenly able to become the world reserve currency, they're just going to do the same stupid thing that we did with it when they take it over. So that's about all I got to say about that. And I think I'm caught up on all of you guys. Oh, wait. Hold on. Did I get everyone? I don't want to miss anyone. And I got everybody. Okay. Thank you very much, Moses and KDM, for the super chats and the support of the channel. So, folks, look, just find your happy place this morning. Between the Fed, between the political circus in New York, with GameStop, and who knows what they're going to do to GameStop. Oh, yeah, we've still got a bank run going on. We've got inflation running out of control in Europe. It's just going to be one of those days where there's so much happening. I will be going live this afternoon, starting at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Time for the Federal Reserve for Jerome Powell's press conference following the FOMC. So look for that link coming out not in the next few hours. I'll be posting that one. We do that every FOMC. Also today at 5 p.m. is my Patreon Zoom. I'm sure we're going to have plenty to talk about after Jerome Powell's press conference. That's at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you very much, by the way, to my Patreon supporters for everything you guys do for the channel. There is a link down below should you feel so inclined. And if you want to join us this evening, hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I love you guys. Everybody put a helmet on. Have a good day. And until next time, live small and dream big.